Like many of you, I was posting weekly, spending hours editing my videos, creating the perfect thumbnails, and I had some views trickling in, but I was getting no leads and no booked calls from it. So I started thinking, what the hell is the point of creating all this content if I'm not going to get any booked calls from it? And that led me to say, fuck it, I'm just going to try something completely different than what I see on all these other YouTube videos. And one video actually changed everything for me. Not because it went viral, but because it was built differently. So in today's video, I'm going to break down finally what worked for me and how I turn these low viewed videos into high ticket clients using my own completely different YouTube strategy. So like I just told you, when I first started on YouTube, I was doing what everyone else does. I also was on YouTube watching videos on the best strategies to book in clients from YouTube. So I was posting weekly, I was trying to look professional, and I was following the advice of giving value in every video, like not gatekeeping, showing everything I do and hoping that would get me clients, but nothing landed. I got some likes, a few comments saying it was helpful, but then silence. No calls, no leads, no revenue whatsoever. And I came to the conclusion that, okay, if I'm doing what everyone else is doing in terms of giving value, like showing my entire system, there's nothing stopping my audience from just trying to implement what I'm teaching them through my content, probably realizing it's like too much for them to handle themselves, but then getting back onto YouTube, looking up different strategies and watching other YouTube videos, teaching the same exact thing that I'm trying to teach. And they might come across a different agency that's more further along than me, that has like a massive wall of case studies that they can get away with just giving value and kind of sounding the same as everyone else because they have so much more proof to back it up. But if you're someone like me who's still gunning to build that massive wall of case studies and social proof, I had to come up with a different strategy. And we'll talk more about that strategy in just a few moments here because it literally changed everything for me. And to get back to this, like it got very discouraging fast because I knew I had a great offer. I help coaches, agency owners, and founders get clients from YouTube. YouTube is the best place to get clients because they're so easy to close. Because chances are, after they booked in a call to speak with you, they've already binge watched your content. They already know, like, and trust you. So by the time they get on the call, they're pretty much pre-sold. And this was like super fucked up because I couldn't even get my own system to work, following all this other advice from other people. So I came to the conclusion, like, it's not just about consistency. Like, yes, you do need to show up, but your strategy matters so much more. Now let's talk about the strategy that finally worked for me. So for one, I stopped treating YouTube like social media. Like it's not just about spam posting. I genuinely had to treat it like a client acquisition funnel. And there's three parts of this funnel. The top of the funnel is being problem aware. So I want to meet my ICP at their problem. We'll talk about that in just a second here. The middle of the funnel is I want to provide solutions to those problems. So that way I can be a natural bridge for my prospect to work with me. Like I am the solution to their problem. And that's how we position the content because we look like the natural next step to fixing their problem. And then the bottom of that funnel is just providing proof that the solutions you give away to those problems actually work. So now let's talk about how to like actually differentiate yourself from the people posting all these how-to videos. Is for one, you have to shift every video to target like the pain aware prospects. So real problems like you're posting weekly but still have $0 in your Stripe account, and this is why you're posting every week but still not getting sales calls. And you genuinely need to understand your prospects. You need to articulate their problems so in depthly that when they listen to you, they have like this massive oh shit moment to come to the realization that, like, holy shit, this person understands exactly what I'm going through. They know the exact steps that I'm taking and they know why it's not working for me. This is going to make them become more engaged with you. They're going to be more bought into what you're saying because they resonate with you. They are in real time going through the problems that you're explaining to them. And then that's when you can provide solutions to them that naturally position you as the next step to fixing that problem. So you really need to know your target market, and then you need to speak to their problems very in-depthly. That's how you're going to stand out. That's how you're going to go from people clicking onto your video, maybe learning a thing or two, and then going on to the next video to, oh, fuck, this person knows exactly what I'm going through, and they're telling me they know how to solve it. Let me book a call, right? And then you can go to that bottom of funnel content here where you can use storytelling and proof to build instant trust. So like in this video right here, my client Adrian, he made $5,700 just from a few YouTube videos of us working together, because he went from the how-to videos to implementing the strategy I gave him, and he had already built up a following of his own. So when we implemented this strategy, it instantly resonated. He got calls booked from his content and was able to close those deals from the content we worked on together. And then next, I added a CTA not at the end, but right after the first value drop, because that's when people are emotionally open and more logically ready. And not only that, like it's very naive to think that everyone who clicks on your video is going to watch to the very end. So you need to make sure you get your CTA off and within the first 30% of the video. And then lastly, I created explainer videos that filtered and pre-sold people before they even booked a call. And also these videos right here, I use in my pre-sales call workflows. So those workflows you have in Calendly, I funnel the people who might book a call with me from LinkedIn or X to still go back to my YouTube channel and watch my content before we hop on a call with each other, because this is just going to warm them up even more. It's going to let them know how I think. And by the time they get on the call, they already are in tune to what the conversation is going to be like. And truly, that's when everything flipped. That's when I started getting bookings with answers like this. Like they booked in from YouTube. If they're a good fit, are they ready to invest? Yes. They're 90% confident. They just want to speak to me first. And then I actually started seeing revenue from the content I was putting out. Absolute game changer. Finally showing up every week is actually having an ROI for me. So if you're a coach, founder, or agency owner and you're done guessing with content, I will literally build this entire YouTube system for you front to back, the same system that's consistently booking me calls and collecting cash from these low view videos. There's a link below to book a free strategy call. You'll see the system for yourself and we'll map out what it would look like for your business specifically. Now let's look at a quick example here so you can kind of think of how you can implement this for yourself. So let's say you're a mindset coach, right? Your prospects aren't probably searching like how to rewire my brain on Google. You know, they might be, but most likely they're lying awake thinking, why can't I stay consistent? So you want to create content that meets them at that problem. So you can make a video like just off the top of my head right here that I wrote down is why you're doing everything right, but still stuck. Or like why you're showing up for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but fall off on Thursday. You know, something that's going to meet them at their problem that's keeping them awake at night. And then you want to open up with a story, talk directly to their pain, like we just talked about before, detail their problem extremely thoroughly, like you know exactly what they're going through, and then show a real client who broke through. And then you can offer your CTA. Like if you want me to help you fix this, the link's below. That's it. You do not need 10,000 views. You just need the right 100 to 500 people to watch, because the videos that are booking me calls, they didn't even pass 200 views. And by the way, all of you guys watching this video right now, you're currently early to the channel. So shout out to you. If you're watching this video right now, you're probably going to make a fuck ton of money. Go ahead, hit subscribe. So back to this. You do not need a big audience. You can get clients from a few hundred views because you're not chasing everyone. You're speaking directly to the right people, your target market, like your ideal client prospect. You don't need a million people who will never buy anything to watch your content, because that's not going to pay you. But if 300 people watch and just one person books a call that's interested in your $3,000 offer, that's $3,000 from a video that most people would call a flop. And if you're posting consistently the right way, multiple times a month, you can easily add on an additional $10,000 to $30,000 every month to your MRR. This is how my clients are booking calls, closing sales, and building consistent inbound traction without chasing DMs or praying to go viral. So if you're watching this video and you're sick and tired of posting with no ROI, and you actually want YouTube to generate revenue, not just vanity views, let me build your client acquisition system. The link to book a call is below. I'll show you what it would look like for your business, and you'll walk away with clarity even if we don't work together. And like I said, you're early to this, so the best time to get in while the price is still good is right now, because we are onboarding new people weekly and the price is definitely going to go up. Trust me. YouTube is the new sales funnel. Most people just don't know how to use it yet. They're following the same generic advice. So let me help you fix that. And I hope you got some value from this video. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.